So is the governor going to sign the statewide smoking ban legislation into law? Many of you have contacted us wondering when or if he will, and I wanted to know too, so I called the governor's office this afternoon, and here's what I found.
We're getting flooded with viewer comments on this story. Today I talked to Marshall County Sheriff Rob Russell to get some answers. Is that standard? You always shoot twice?
The standard is, yeah, you shoot twice and assess the situation.
This is another viewer comment from Joanna from Creve Coeur, and she says that the officers are trained to negotiate with people that are not in their right mind. Why didn't they try to persuade him not to do this or try a different tactic to get the knife out of his hand?
Did you live up to your campaign promises?
Mexican-American immigrants in Chicago say they feel betrayed by you because you support building a fence along the U.S.-American border. What is your response? Because they're rallying in Chicago.
With those gas prices inching closer and closer to that $4 a gallon mark, it's more important than ever to make sure that we're actually getting every drop of gasoline that's coming to us.
No kidding. We wanted to know if there was any way to make sure we are getting our money's worth, and Kim Carollo has the answer in tonight's Fact Finder report.
I went through all the minutes, 3 big binders full, to see just how many Marquette Heights City Council meetings Darrell Daggett phoned in.
Probably the easiest way for you to get connected is to jump on HOInews.com and pick our best local Heartstopper. Now, if you get on HOInews.com, pick your favorite, and we'll show it Sunday night as the best.
Don't forget to click your pick tonight. Just log on to HOInews.com, click on that Click Your Pick logo. And your first story today is...
The city of Peoria already has a Crime Stoppers number people can call to report crime. Do we really need a second? Does it mean you and I, the taxpayers, are picking up the tab for 2 separate services that do the same thing? We're taking those questions to city leaders, and we'll let you know what they have to say on HOI 19 News tomorrow.
With the measuring wheel wasn't done just yet. While we were checking to see if some offenders had moved out of schoolyard neighborhoods, we found others who shouldn't have moved in.
Can the Peoria Police Department do better at verifying the addresses?
Congressman LaHood has served the 18th District, as we said, for nearly 13 years. Throughout those years, he's been praised for giving back to Illinois communities. Now, HOI 19 News wants to know what you think about his decision to retire. So we've dedicated a page on our website to the career of Congressman LaHood and have already received several comments from political leaders and people right here in the heart of Illinois. You can access all of those comments and other news links on LaHood by heading to our website, HOInews.com.
But we wanted to know if it's possible that their pride and loyalty could compromise property and life in the critical moments of a fire. I spoke with those on both sides of this firehouse feud and some who have been stuck in the middle.
Should people have confidence that the parks are safe and they're safe to bring their families here?
And the city has taken even more people to court for unpaid parking tickets. This list has more than 1,000 names on it, and they're all people whose parking fine cases are still open. This list is so long that just to unravel the whole thing, it took all 4 stories of City Hall. Do you ever plan to pay?
Yes, I do.
When is that?
So you're saying that there's no point in time that I would be able to interview Michael Madigan on camera?
We contacted the village mayor, attorney, and board members for comment, but our calls weren't returned. But I wanted to know what would happen if the workers strike. What about people needing emergency service in the city? Would life and death emergencies be ignored? So I called Peoria's 911 center and talked to manager David Tuttle. He told me this afternoon an agreement was reached between Bartonville and Peoria. If the workers strike, 911 calls will be routed to Peoria. Bartonville will have to reimburse Peoria the salaries and benefits of 911 workers during the time they cover for them.
Only on HOI 19 News. Accurate, balanced, to the point.